What's up, fam? It's time to get in and check the bees. Now, guys, if you're brand new to beekeeping, you want to check your bees at least once a week, especially during the time of year when they're growing, because they can outgrow or put so much resources inside that hive so quickly that they'll decide they need to leave because there's not enough space. And that's the last thing you want to do is to lose your bees. So the more bees that go out to get resources. That's the faster the hive grow. Now, what I have realized here lately is that there have been a lot more bees coming and going from out these hives. So they have grown. So we go check them out and see if they're still doing okay. All right. So this is going to be a quick inspection. Let's go. So, fam, one thing you will notice is that these foundationless frames are being built out really, really nicely. All this white wax is telling me that there are plenty of resources coming in. So I'm really excited about that. That is good news. That means we can possibly get us a nice honey harvest this year because they're finding enough resources to make honey. From what I can see, we still have possibly 4 frames that they have not started working on yet. And guys, this one is beautiful. I don't know what that side look like. Let's see. So that is a lot of honey on that side. And that's a lot of honey on that side. So guys, I mean, they're doing amazing so far. Unfortunately, it looked like they have been laying a little bit in this one. So I hope they don't go too much further over. This is the horizontal hive, and I'm very new to working it, so I'm not sure exactly how far the queen will come over and lay. Now, guys, this frame is completely full on that side and this side with honey. So, guys, they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. This is a heavy frame. It do have a couple of spaces in here that it can still put honey, but that is really nice. I'm gonna check one more frame and then we're gonna let them be. So guys, that is a nice frame. It's honey and brood. And the other frame next to it look about the same. So we're gonna go ahead and put this hive back together. So fam, this hive only have 2 boxes on it, and I'm hoping that they need another one. So let's see. So guys, one of the things that usually is an indicator is when they start putting wax on the lid. All right, so we are getting wax on the lid. That means they're getting plenty of resources and they may just be needing another box. All right, so I'm seeing a whole bunch of white wax, which means it is brand new wax. That means we should be getting plenty of honey coming in right now. So I definitely need to go ahead and put another box on here. Now, guys, one thing you have to keep in mind, you don't know when you're going to get a flow. All right. You can get a general consensus after you've been doing it for a while, but a flow will come in and all of a sudden your hive can explode and they bring in a lot of resources and it can happen over a little bit of time. So if you don't want to lose your bees, the best way to do it is to continually go into your hive to check and see where they're at. Another clue can be that there are bees on every frame that's in your hive. That means you definitely are running real close on running out of space. So fam, this frame is doing amazing. This is a full box of honey. So that's at least 100 pounds of honey in this particular box. All right, so we added another box and we're going to see if we can actually get some more production. So off to the other hive. Let's see what they got going on. From what I can see, guys, there's still plenty of room in this top box. All right, so I have no need to fret on this one. They still have plenty of room to grow. They're just now starting to build on some of these new frames. So knowing that, guys, and only thing I come here to do is to make sure that they had adequate space. I think I'm gonna leave them alone. I see that this frame that they have partially built out on one side has a bunch of nectar inside of it. So they starting to work on it. And this one is full of nectar. And so is the one next to it. So they're getting here. They're getting here. They're just not here yet. All right. So I can comfortably put these back and know that they'll at least be good for another week. Let's take a look at this box underneath it just to have take a peek. Okay, so nothing crazy, but every frame underneath here is full of bees and I have white wax. And most of these frames are completely full of capped honey. So they're doing really well, guys. Now remember, none of this was going on last week when I actually went into the hive. This whole box is 75% full of harvestable capped honey. All right. So that's about 75 pounds of honey, guys. So with the other hive, that's 100. So we got 175 pounds of honey so far, guys. As long as I keep them happy or satisfied with where they at, we'll be okay. Because if they decide to leave, they're going to take a lot of this honey with them. Okay. Wow. So they have grown. So obviously the queen is doing something. Is she laying now all of a sudden? So we definitely got more bees here, guys. And we do have some broods, not a whole bunch. So while I believe she wasn't laying at all, or hardly at all, just enough to actually keep the hive the same size, it looks like she's doing a little better now. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. She's doing a lot better. All right, guys. So that's almost a full frame on both sides, a brood. Now, I would have been highly upset if I would have got rid of this queen now because she is absolutely doing her thing. And it looked like I got another frame of brood also. So if you saw the last video, one of the reasons why I was planning on getting rid of her is because she wasn't laying. Oh my goodness. Oh, is she laying? Gee, she is laying. And she is laying really, really, really well. Yeah, so I was wrong. And I was about to get rid of a perfectly good queen. So I now have hopes that this hive will survive. It's going to be a little bit behind, but that's okay because we do have a productive queen in here. And I give them another couple of weeks, if not a week. All right, fam. So just like that, we went from hardly no honey to 175 pounds of honey in less than a week or about a week. And that's just how fast it can happen, guys. If you don't check your hives, they're going to run out of space to store all their food and they're going to leave to go find another space. And then you got to go all the way back to trying to build your hive again. So you got to stay in your hive and make sure that they stay with enough space to store all their resources. So guys, I mean, this has been amazing. I love this time of year. Guys, you really, really can't tell which week this gonna happen. Like I said, there was nothing going on. We didn't have no rain, so the bees weren't growing. They weren't able to get resources. Because they weren't able to get the resources, the queens wasn't laying the way that they should. Now that they're able to get the resources, the queen is like, we got plenty of food, let me lay. Now, she's doubling and tripling up the hive so that she can get more babies to have more food. So it's going to be a pretty good year, guys, long as I stay on top. Thank y'all for joining me. Like, share, subscribe. Follow your boy for more.